Okay, boys, I'm out here with at Bighorn, a country club in Southern California. Tom Stickney, and Tom's been nice enough to let me use his golf facility out here to tape what I want to show my boys on Chi-Town Creek. So we're going to start with, it's going to be bunting and hitting. We're going to start with bunting, go through that quickly, and then the hitting part. And the hitting part will be what you guys learned over our 3 off-season trips this past winter. In case you've forgotten some of it, the last trip was in January. This will be a bit of a refresher course. Something that you can look at now during your high school season in spring, and even during our summer schedule this year. So the first thing we're going to do is the bunt, okay? We only have, well, we have 3. There'll be a couple guys, 2-3 guys on the team, say, with the speed who can bunt for a hit. They'll know who they are. If you're bunting for a hit, it's a surprise, so you can't square around. So the pitcher comes up, over, you decide you're in your stance, you decide it's a buntable pitch. It's one you choose, which should be little inside if you're going down the third baseline, little low on the knee, outside if you're going first base. Okay? So he pitches the ball. You get down like this. Keep the angle on the bat. Keep your head in there and drop it down and go. Some guys try and get cute and they're moving as they're bunting it to get a half a step jump, but I'm recommending, considering the level ability we play against, to just get the bunt down, then go, okay? Whether it's the first or third. All right, the second bunt that we do is a sacrifice bunt, all right? The sacrifice bunt doesn't have to be a surprise. So you can wait till the pitcher comes up to about here, and you can square around. You can even square around if he's right here. What you'll do is, if you know that I give you the bunt sign, say with a man on first and no outs, we want to sack him to second. Whatever, if this is your normal stance like this, narrow it some and move to the front of the plate a little without being real conspicuous. Okay, narrow it some, come to the front of the plate. All right, he comes up around here, you're up here, you pivot, you let the bat drop, roll a little, get that lower hand up a little, don't keep it down at the barrel, at the handle, let it roll, you're here, your head's in there, okay, and you drop it, bending your knees, all right? Now, the sacrifice is not a suicide squeeze, so if you don't like the pitch, you pull your bat back, okay? Simple as that. If it's up here, if it's over here, if it's anywhere other than right in this area right here, you go a little outside, you push up first base, just pull that bat back, okay? That's the sacrifice. And you stay in there. You stay in there. Your job is to get that bunt down and get the man to second. If it's a man at second, no outs, to get him to third, okay? That's your job. So I don't want to see guys in a sack doing this, like they're going to try and beat it out. Forget about it. The kid throws it away, or if it's a perfect bunt and you happen to get the first, great. It's your job to just advance the run. The last one, and this is what guys on my team know, this is the one we use more than anything else probably, is the suicide squeeze. Now in the suicide squeeze, once again, narrow your stance somewhat, not too conspicuously, move to the front of the plate. On the suicide squeeze, 2 things. There's 2 actors involved. The batter, the runner at third. I'm coaching third. I'm letting the guy at third know when to go. guy at third cannot leave early. You, the batter, cannot square around early. If one of you do it, it's probably not going to work out well. Okay? So, for the batter on the suicide squeeze, you are not squaring around till that pitcher is right here and he can't do anything about it. Even if we yell suicide, he can't change anything. But if you start squaring around when the pitcher's here, a decent pitcher, you're going to be laying on your back. Okay? So remember, guys, batters, you are not squaring around so the pitcher is right here and you can't do anything about it. Okay? So, on the suicide, once again, if this is your normal stance, so narrow it up a little, get to the front of the plate with a little narrower stance. Alright? Once the pitcher is here, he can't do anything about it, then you square around. You got your knees flexed. Okay? You square around, you keep your head in there. Now, it's a suicide. I don't care where the pitch is, you have to protect the runner. Okay? So, you should be going up there thinking, what am I going to do if the guy throws the ball low? What am I going to do if he throws it high? Because if it's down the middle, there's no problem. Okay? There's only a problem if he throws it real low or real high and you're not ready for it and you freak out, you don't know what to do. Alright? Well, here's what you do if it's low. Alright? And if I can do this, you can do it. Okay, he comes, you square around. Now, you see the ball come down? You drop down to one knee, keeping the angle, keeping your head in there, boom. You lay it down. All you have to do is get that ball down. You don't want to miss it, you don't want to pop it up. Just get it down and we'll score a run. But if you stay up and don't get down there, if you feel you can do this, guys, that's great. If you know, though, I'm going to drop that knee on a low pitch, it'll work out fine. But if you stay up, right, don't drop down on a low pitch and bend over at the waist, it's not going to work out. You lose the angle. That's all you can do is drop the bat. Where's the angle? It's the exact opposite angle you want. You want the angle here. The only way to keep the angle there is to either get down like this or to get that knee down, keep your head in. So that's what you're doing on the low pitch. And you know that walking to the plate. You guys know if there's a man on third and 1 out, probably, not 2 outs and not no outs, that there's a good chance the coach reader's going to call the suicide squeeze. Okay? So you're thinking, you don't have to think, what am I going to do if it's an easy pitch to bunt? You got to think, what am I going to do if it's a hard pitch to bunt? I showed you what to do for the low pitch. Okay? If he throws one right at you, you got to do this. Sounds goofy, but you got to do it. Okay? And guys, the closer your head is to the bat, while it may seem dangerous to you, the better chance, better hand-eye coordination you have, the better chance you're going to protect yourself and make good contact with that bat. Okay? And for the outside pitch, you square around, he throws it outside, you got to reach out. That's what you can't step on the plate, you're out. This is one of the reasons you narrow, because you can reach outside easier, and if you're back here, it's hard to reach outside. That's one of the main reasons you're narrowing up. Okay? And the last thing is, if you square around and they call a pitch out and the guy throws 2 feet out there, you can't just stand there and let your guy's coming down. You got to protect it. So you literally, you square around, pitch out, you flip the bat at the ball to try and make contact, follow it off. That's all you can do. Okay? All right, cut it off.